Hello, 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 South Africa. Welcome to our talk show, Pharmacists Today. We're going to be talking about food in relation to disease, particularly high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, asthma, and general conditions that need food remedies. So put those medication boxes away, because today the topic is mouth-watering. Now let's get your taste buds dancing to the beats, to the beats, to the beat of health. But when I come back, I'm going to be with my colleagues and we're going to talk to you about food in relation to disease.
So, come on, let's get food smart. Here's our free meal mixer. It's packed with cheap and tasty everyday ideas. Nice. Ow! Be food smart. Join Change for Life for your free meal mixer and...
Welcome back to the show. I am pharmacist Guru Pira. This is pharmacist Mapendere.
Hello.
And pharmacist Magoko.
Hi.
We're going to be reading your letters. There are just a few people who are lucky. We picked 4 letters from 4 writers. Unfortunately, we can't read all the letters, but hopefully the 4 that we will read will benefit a lot of people. So Pharmacist Mapendere, I'm just going to hand over the envelope to you. Can you please read our first letter for us?
Sure. Let me see what we have. So our first letter is from Willard, all the way from Mpumalanga. Hello, Mpumalanga. He is an 18-year-old man and he is an asthmatic patient. He smokes an average of 2 cigarettes a day and he enjoys sport. Some of the sports that he enjoys are soccer and rugby, and he plays for the school team. He, however, suffers from recurrent attacks and wonders if there are any foods that he can take to help him with his condition. Well, Willard, I have a few foods here for you, and I was hoping we could discuss them for you. The first one I have are apples. Apples serve a protective function in asthmatics, and they reduce your chances of wheezing, especially early in the morning. Sweet potatoes are also good for you. To note is that they're rich in vitamin C, which means they will help to boost your immune system, and as they are a carbohydrate, they are a very good source of energy. Another food to note would be ginger. Ginger is a good root that I know most of us have heard about, whether from our parents or from our siblings, whoever. And it has many beneficial effects, among which is that it has an anti-inflammatory action. And when I say anti-inflammatory, I basically mean that it serves to reduce swelling. And when we're talking about swelling in asthmatics, we are worried about your airways, especially your upper airways. So when you take ginger, we reduce the chances of your airways becoming inflamed, and as a result, we also reduce the likelihood of your bronchial muscles from spasming, so you have less asthmatic attacks. And I'm going to speak about greens. Yes, I know nobody likes to take greens. We've been told by our parents ever since we're young that they're good for you, and I myself don't like them, but the truth is they are good for you. I'm going to give you about 3 of those that you could take that are easily accessible to you to help you as well. The first one is avocados. Avocados are very good, especially for you as an asthmatic. They're a good substitute in terms of oil, because usually when you're asthmatic, you can have certain allergies, especially to nuts. So if you're asthmatic and you have nut allergies, you can take avocados to supplement that. Broccoli is also a good food to take, and broccoli is when taken daily, reduces the chances of you having asthmatic attack. The last one is spinach. Yes, spinach smells very bad when it's being cooked, we know, but then please eat it. It will be good for you. And it boosts anti-asthma nutrients that will also help to prevent asthmatic attacks. So when you're taking all this food, what we're hoping to achieve is a reduction in the number of asthmatic attacks you have, especially for you as a sports person, because you need to be active out there and do what you enjoy. And a side note would be, think about quitting smoking, because I promise you that would help you and will help to maintain the integrity of your lungs as well. So right now I'm going to hand it over to my fellow pharmacist, Mr. Magoko, to read the next letter.
Thank you very much. Our next letter is from Sadly Sarah, all the way from Camps Bay. Hello, home girl. She's 56 years old and is hypertensive. She's currently on chronic medication for a condition. She lives very close to the beach with her own 2 dogs, and also she's wondering if she could get a brief summary of beneficial food that she could use. Relax, Sarah, I have the best 5 food that you could use for your hypertension. Number 1, I have grains and cereal. This includes the whole grains, the brain flakes, and as we all know, they contain rafagi, which is mostly used or is most important in any diet. So it has been found that they are also effective in treating hypertension. The second one is garlic. I know you're probably thinking that I'm telling you to eat garlic, raw garlic, but we all know that the smell is very horrible. So that's why I'm advising you to cut the garlic into small pieces. Then you can always use it in food preparation in order to mask the taste. The third one is beet juice. Beet juice has been found by researchers that it reduces the blood pressure within hours. The fourth one is dark chocolate. Recently, Harvard researchers have found that if you eat a dark chocolate in only 1/4, you are lowering your blood pressure. And also the last one is baked potato. Baked potato contains vitamin K and magnesium. These 2 minerals have been found to fight blood pressure. If you increase your vitamin K intake, you are boosting the chances of you fighting hypertension by 10%. And also you should remember to reduce your salt intake, and also maybe you could take a walk whenever you are free. I'm going to hand it in to my fellow pharmacist again to read another letter.
Okay, let me read another letter for you. So our next letter is from Alan, all the way from Eastern Cape, and he's 65 years old. Molo Tata Ujani. He is retired and he lives alone. He tells us that he finds it very difficult and tedious to cook, so on most days he eats takeout, and we all know everybody's favorite takeout is KFC, mine too. He has a buddy, however, that he plays cards with during the week, so he just wants me to give him a rundown of maybe some food that could help to also lower his cholesterol levels. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to tell you is that when we're talking about cholesterol, there are certain types of fats that are involved. We have the LDL, which is bad fat, and we also have the HDL, which is good fat. So in everything that we're trying to do for you as a cholesterol sufferer, we are trying to increase your HDL at all times and decreasing your LDL. So the first food that I have for you would be oats and oatmeal. These are sources of soluble fiber which have been proven to reduce the bad fat, which is LDL, and also increasing your HDL, which would be the good fat that we want. Olive oil is a good source and it is a good oil. It also leads to lower cholesterol levels. Another food are carrots. Believe it or not, carrots are probably one of the only foods that are cholesterol free. So you can take them, and research has shown that if you take 2 a day, they can reduce your cholesterol levels by about 10 to 20%, which is a very good result. Beans and lentils are also good. And it has been proven that when you take half a cup of cooked dry beans every day, you could lower your cholesterol levels by also about 8% as well, which is what we are trying to do for you as well. Blueberries have a certain compound in it, which is also found in grapes, that has been shown to actually lower the bad fat. So we would encourage you to take that as regularly as possible. So now let's go to how you prepare your food. I would advise you, first of all, try not to fry your food, but if you can bry it. I know everybody likes ishisa nyama mos. So you can bry it, or you can bake it. or you can also boil it to help with the fat intake. If you are going to fry your food, I suggest you use as less of the oil as possible. Another thing is, you just told us that your friend comes on most days to hang around with you. I think you should try and cook with your friend at times when he comes. You could find that it is a good pastime. So now I'm just going to hand it over to my fellow pharmacists to close it up for us.
Thank you. So you're hearing it right here on this show, South Africa, that pharmacists don't only know about medicine, but pharmacists are learning about food. So for all of us, it was an experience because we went out of medicine and went into the food. We want to know, what are we eating in South Africa? What's healthy for us? What's helping us with our conditions? Because that's where our problems are starting from. Now, before I get excited about my final letter, I'm just going to let you know, remember, when you eat, what are you eating? How much of that are you eating? Because good foods are good in certain quantities. Now, I'll read my letter for you. Our next letter is from Sweet Shelley, all the way from Durban. Hello, Durbs. She's a 28-year-old woman, and you guessed it, Shelley has diabetes. She works as a cashier and would like to know what foods she should eat. Well, I have you 5 foods for you, Shelley. Well, the first one is beans. Now, no, wait a minute, not baked beans. Not baked beans, but kidney beans and pinto beans or navy beans. And also you can eat tomatoes, so you can chop them up and eat them fresh or just add them to a salad. The next food that I would advise is fish. Now, fish is really good for you, preferably salmon, and it should be baked or grilled, not fried or breaded. Another food is nuts, and you can use that as snacks in between meals. So you can have walnuts or flax seeds just between your meals so that you're never hungry. As a diabetic, you should not get hungry. You should always have something to snack on, but a healthy snack, not a chocolate bar. Okay, and citrus fruits such as grapefruits and oranges are really good for diabetics. And like pharmacist Mapendera mentioned, that it boosts your immune system. So now, just to wrap it up for us, we're just going to have pharmacist Magoko just wrap it up for us. As you know, good things must come to an end.
To all those who have written to us, we have prepared a pamphlet for you guys. The pamphlet will include the days of the week from Monday to Sunday. You can tick every day whenever you have eaten the required food. Then you can check at the end of the week if how well you have done. But don't forget, good food is very important for your life. And also, to all those who wrote to us and we couldn't read their letters, we are so sorry. But you can check also the pamphlet on our website if you are suffering from the same condition. Remember, continue writing to us. You never know, next time it could be you. So from us, thank you very much. Bye-bye.